Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news, so fans, hold on tight because what's happening right now with the Green Bay Packers is nothing short of seismic. Rumors are swirling, and sources close to the team indicate that the Packers are making a bold move in the secondary, a move that could redefine their defensive identity and give them a real shot at making a deep playoff run. And all signs point to none other than Antoine Winfield Jr., the star safety from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, potentially donning the green and gold very soon. Yes, you heard that right. The Packers, currently sitting at 5-3 with a solid shot at the postseason, are apparently working on acquiring Winfield in a conditional third-round pick during the 2026 draft. Now I know what you're thinking. This kind of move doesn't happen every day, especially for a team that already boasts a pretty reliable defense, but the strategic implications are enormous. Antoine Winfield Jr., for those who might not be fully up-to-date, is a player who's been making waves in the league since he entered the NFL. He was an All-Pro in 2023-24, and he's recognized as one of the top safeties in the league right now, ranked 14 in the top 100 list for 2025. His production on the field has been nothing short of exceptional. Last season, he racked up 32 solo tackles, snagged 3 interceptions, deflected 4 passes, and even contributed with 15 sacks. His overall PFF grade for 2023-24 sits at an impressive 83.4, placing him among the league's most reliable defensive backs. Over his career, Winfield has amassed more than 250 tackles, 15 interceptions, 20 pass deflections, and 7 sacks. Truly a versatile player capable of impacting the game in multiple ways. What makes this move so intriguing is the specific fit within the Packers' defensive scheme. Green Bay's secondary has been a focal point this season, especially after some inconsistencies earlier in the year. The safety position, in particular, became a question mark after the performance of players like Bullard, whose depth and reliability were under scrutiny. Adding a player like Winfield, who's known not just for his coverage skills, but also for his ability to make plays in the box and even rush the passer, could be a game-changer. Imagine a secondary where Winfield teams up with someone like Darnell Savage, or even a potential new addition, elevating the entire back end of the defense. His slot coverage skills, where he's played around 78% of his snaps, are particularly valuable because they add a layer of versatility that the Packers can leverage in multiple defensive looks. This acquisition, if finalized, would not only bolster the safety depth, but also project a significant boost in turnovers. Winfield's propensity for forcing turnovers, his ability to intercept passes and make impactful tackles, could translate into a +6 increase in turnovers for the Packers, which is huge when you consider how many games are decided by just a few plays. Plus, with the Packers, defense already ranked in the top 5 overall this season, adding a player of Winfield's caliber could elevate them even further. And don't forget, Green Bay's defense has been steadily improving, especially against the run and in creating pressure. Their team sacks are projected to surpass 50, a mark that can be attributed in part to increased blitzing and the addition of a player who can rush the passer while also covering effectively. Now, shifting focus to Tampa Bay, where the Buccaneers are trying to reshape their roster amid cap constraints. The Bucs, currently at 4-4, are in a bit of a cap squeeze, especially with their recent signing of Mayfield, which has increased their cap hit to around $30 million. To manage their finances, Tampa Bay is releasing some players and freeing up about $8 million in cap space, which they're using to bolster their wide receiver group. But at the same time, they're also making strategic moves to improve their depth, knowing that their window isn't open forever. The trade for Winfield Jr. represents a clear effort to get more athleticism and playmaking ability in the back end, knowing that they've got some tough opponents in the NFC South and the NFC overall. From the Packers' perspective, absorbing a $9 million cap hit for Winfield is a calculated risk, but the potential payoff in terms of on-field performance and playoff positioning makes it worthwhile. Green Bay's management seems to be betting on Winfield's health and consistency, especially considering he's remained healthy throughout the 2025 season. No injuries reported, and he's played all 8 games so far. That's a big deal because durability is critical for a safety, especially one expected to take on a leadership role in the secondary. The Packers are also counting on his ability to fit into their scheme seamlessly, bringing a new level of intelligence and playmaking to a defense that's been solid but could use that extra spark. Looking at the broader picture, this move could have a ripple effect across the entire NFC North and even the NFC playoff landscape. The Packers, with the addition of Winfield, could see their defense becoming even more disruptive, especially in the back end. Their projected plus 12 INTs with Winfield and McKinney combined could turn the tide in many close games, giving them a distinct advantage. Their ability to generate turnovers and limit points has been a hallmark this season, and adding a player like Winfield, who can not only cover but also blitz and make plays in the open field, could push them from a good defense to an elite one, capable of competing with the best of the best. Super Bowl odds are already showing some movement. The Packers' chances have improved from around plus 1,200 earlier in the season to now possibly as low as plus 750, reflecting the confidence that this move inspires among bettors and analysts alike. And when looking at their chances against division rivals or potential playoff opponents, the move to acquire Winfield could be the X factor that propels them into serious contention. Their upcoming matchups against teams like the Bears, where they've been allowing around 19 points per game, could be significantly influenced by the added safety depth. Limiting opponents' scoring in tight games is crucial, and Winfield's experience and instincts could be the difference in those critical moments. But it's not just about the immediate impact. This move also signals the Packers' long-term vision. They're clearly not content with just making the playoffs. They want to contend for a Super Bowl, and they're willing to make bold moves to do it. The fact that they're willing to part with a conditional third-round pick in 2026 shows that they believe in the talent and impact of Winfield enough to prioritize this move over future draft assets. It also highlights how aggressive they've been this season in trying to build a roster that's versatile, tough, and capable of handling the high-pressure moments that come with postseason football. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, this trade might feel like a setback, but it's also a calculated decision. They're focusing on their cap management and roster depth, knowing that they need to stay flexible to compete in a highly competitive NFC South. The Bucs are not giving up on the season. They're just reshuffling their deck to stay relevant. And for Winfield, this is a chance to showcase his talent on a team with Super Bowl aspirations, adding yet another chapter to his already impressive career. As we look ahead, the potential signing of Winfield Jr. by the Packers could be one of those strategic moves that define the season. It's a move that resonates with the team's philosophy of building a tough, versatile, and opportunistic defense. For fans, it's exciting to see how this will play out on the field, whether Winfield can seamlessly integrate into the Packers' scheme, whether his presence will indeed lead to a spike in turnovers, and how it will influence their playoff push. And let's not forget the historical context. The Packers have always been known for their strong defenses and smart acquisitions. Think back to their Super Bowl-winning teams. Those defenses were built on a combination of smart drafting, strategic trades, and players who could make game-changing plays. Adding Winfield Jr., a player who's already demonstrated he can be a difference-maker, aligns perfectly with that tradition. It's a move rooted in both short-term success and long-term vision, something that every true Packers fan should be excited about. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. In conclusion, fans, this potential acquisition of Antoine Winfield Jr. by the Green Bay Packers is more than just a roster move. It's a statement, an indication that the Packers are serious about contending and that they're willing to make bold, strategic decisions to elevate their game. Whether this move will be enough to push them into Super Bowl territory remains to be seen, but the signs point to a team that's hungry, smart, and ready to take that next step. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay will continue to adapt, balancing cap space and roster needs, knowing that they've got a talented player in Winfield who could make a difference wherever he lands. So, Packers fans, keep an eye on this story because it's unfolding right now and could have a lasting impact on the NFC North and the entire league. The season is heating up, And with moves like these, it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting and unpredictable in recent memory. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, I'll be here with all the latest updates, analysis, and insights. Remember, your support makes this community stronger, so don't forget to comment below with your thoughts. Are you excited about Winfield joining the Packers? Do you think this move will take them all the way? I want to hear your opinions, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video, folks.